Hello and welcome to Rule of Thirds, a conversation about art, design and culture with your hosts
Burns,
Mike
and Jude.
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod. Don't be shy to say hi.
A question about the arts and the craft. If you didn't know, then it's good that you asked. You tune into the culture. This the rule of thirds. If you want to, you could tune at work, yeah. And tell me, does that frame fit good? Does it feel right? You want to steal a photo for your website, but you want a logo we can design, right? Yeah.
What is the crossroad between politics and art, and how does it shape the thoughts of our society? We discuss this and more in today's episode of the Rule of Thirds. Enjoy.
Howdy y'all.
Another banger.
I'm in love with...
Oh, I'm going to make a bomb.
Wow, okay. Yeah, no, you can do that.
Nah, I'm shy now.
Fine.
Wait.
What you trying to do?
I don't know.
I was going to say fine girl, but then...
Oh,
yeah. Right. What's been popping?
Blessed and highly favored.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah, I've recovered from last week.
That's good.
I feel like a new man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's changed?
I don't know what happened. I genuinely don't know what happened. Something just clicked last week.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm back, man.
Yeah?
I feel it. I think, I needed that week to kind of just recalibrate. Yeah. I don't know what the new age people feel, but you know them chakras and them things. That,
Third eye and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The universe.
Yeah. The moon rising and them things. Yeah. all of that. Yeah.
Mercury is in
The star signs are crazy.
Gatorade.
Yeah, Gatorade. yeah, Mercury's in Gatorade. Yeah, that's the one.
Star signs are actually crazy.
What's your star sign?
I don't know.
You think birds knows his star sign?
I'm joking, I do know. But I don't follow that.
Now,
rubbish.
what's your star sign?
Tell me my future. I'm Aries.
Oh, you're Aries.
Oh, swear.
What are you?
Cancer.
Can
You're a Cancer? You're a Cancer?
Look at the name. Look at the name.
Sorry. Oh, if we're gonna be doing, the tongue's powerful. I'm a crab.
Oh,
That's what was.
That's-
I'm a crab.
Where's your minds?
Wait, no way.
Wow. Okay.
No,
I can't lie. I didn't even go there.
Everyone's mind.
That's on you.
So, Jude, what's your star sign?
Oh my god. I'm a Capricorn.
Aw.
I know what that means.
Where's the origins of these star signs?
Satanism. No, I'm kidding. I actually don't know. I actually don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. I think obviously it's like old religion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Something to do with the stars.
Is it Roman time?
I swear them man
'Cause,
got like
Aries-
Zeus and them man.
Yeah, because Aries is a
Shout out
Greek
to
god.
Zeus and
no?
them, man.
Oh
So-
yeah, true.
But I don't know if it's linked like between the two. I don't know. Something to do with stargazing. They gave the stars names, and then I don't know who did the whole. These names will now
'Cause
link with
my
your
thing
destiny
is,
and
yeah,
all sorts of stuff.
how do people buy stars? You know people can buy stars.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
who owns them?
Fam, come on, man, it's a scam.
But yeah, exactly, who owns the stars? To
No,
be
but
buying?
they don't owe them. It's
But
like
who are you paying the money to?
To a company.
It's for bands. Who's just gonna print you a certificate saying that you own a star?
It's probably a designer somewhere. Just that's making fake certificates. You know the little style thing that the designers were obsessed with.
Yeah.
Probably just that little.
It's like the same way. Is it Lil Uzi Vert that tried to buy like a planet and he got assistance from Elon Musk and
Of course.
is it Grimes?
That makes a lot of sense.
And
But it's
Yeah.
crazy because imagine somebody's living on that planet.
Well, you're there, something like, sorry, this is not your planet anymore. You've been sold. Like, man, confused. Like, wait, why I just got here? Nah, I don't know.
Gosh.
It's all long though. It's all long. But yeah, it's been a good week.
That's good. What about you, Michael?
Yeah, been good. I mean, yeah, been pretty good. I feel really good this week as well, actually.
Would you say you feel like you're
Wait, what?
having a renaissance?
Oh my goodness.
I feel heated
Oh
and
You feel like an alien superstar?
I'm ready to cuff it.
Oh my god.
And you won't break his soul.
And yeah, nothing can break.
Nah, Buzz.
That was terrible.
You must have
This whole thing is terrible.
I'm ever so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
But yeah. It's that's probably helped, to be fair. But yeah, feel very good. How about you, Vance?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Got a big week ahead. My friend's getting married.
Hey, congrats.
I'm very gassed.
Go on.
So yeah, it's my first ever Nigerian wedding. Actually being part of one.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I swear he's Congolese.
He is,
Oh,
but his missus
it's
is
Mrs.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna be friend cash dollar for the first time.
Okay.
Are those dollars real?
Yeah, they're real.
So when you go to these weddings, they'll be selling them in packs.
Yeah.
But apparently
Like
there's-
people
there's
come with
a-
money.
Extortion is an extortionate one.
Yeah, it's
though.
like £1 a dollar.
Yeah, but like so wait, people are buying.
Yeah.
Say for example,
Wait.
didn't
Oh
bring,
yeah, you guys don't spray.
Nah, man, that's not going in.
No, like
That's
it's
demonic.
it's yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kidding.
Everything's
Like,
demonic.
the
What, are you trying to call me a stripper on my wedding day? You won't call me a stripper. I'm joking.
What?
So this is the issue when we over sexualize things, or
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no,
a
this is
certain
like-
people
There is
from
no
the
sexual.
West,
No, there's nothing to do with that. I'm just saying like
This is the West.
because
I'm on
this
the way,
is not a
on the way.
sexualizing thing. This is something that's
See,
quite
though,
honorable.
Where does that come from, though? Is it like a sign of like wealth and like respect?
Well, it's kind of like you're blessing people, aren't you? So it's like
Mm.
we're gonna bless this new couple with money, the same way I guess through gifts. I don't know the ins and outs, but like from what I understand,
Mm.
like it's like you're blessing people with money for like their future and stuff.
So
And it's
before they had like paper notes, what were they throwing?
that's a very good question.
Coins.
Maybe calories. I don't know.
coins, you know.
It's just throwing gold coins at them. Imagine. That's
Maybe.
violent.
But yeah, I don't know where it came from. I'm actually.
I
gonna
feel like
look
that's
into that.
something from the West.
I'm gonna, like-
not even gonna lie to you.
You reckon?
Sounds like
No,
something
but
from
then
West.
the West, there's nothing
Nah.
in regards to like weddings and like relationships. Yeah, there's nothing that I can think of that's similar. Like, okay, you can give people gifts and stuff, but the
Mm.
act of spraying money, as in you're putting money on the couple,
Oh
and then
yeah,
people are going to collect the money. We don't really have. I'm saying we. Oh my gosh,
this
just-
ain't your home.
did I just
We.
claim this place?
It's like,
That's
the
when they
British
don't
man.
claim me, but
Yeah.
not that I know of.
there's no
anyway.
equivalent to that.
I might actually. I'm gonna search.
There probably is in like different cultures, like maybe like
yeah.
if it's more like Scottish, Irish, but I don't know about like modern British culture.
Modern British culture.
Nah, modern
Let me
British.
keep
Them
going.
man, man. I heard one story the other day about the British weddings,
Yeah.
and like it blew my mind just how different cultures are. But like
Yeah.
they were saying that so for example, the wedding will be at the actual church ceremony will be at like 12 p.m.
Mm.
and it'll be like okay, you guys. So maybe they had somewhere in like Shropshire or Cornwall or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, so that they'll basically book a hotel for that day, innit?
Mhm.
They'll say go home, find dinner,
Mhm.
and then come back for the reception.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's no catering.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Find
Just
dinner.
Patty. If you have an
And the
empty
thing
stomach,
is,
that's
it's
a
no small bites. They have like little sandwiches or whatever. But you have to find
But
yourself.
it's not like they're giving you jollof and
No,
like,
you have to
nah.
find yourself your own dinner.
I kind of prefer
Damn.
like
Yeah.
that. I can't lie to you.
But we can't run that in our culture.
why
Eh?
not? Why not?
Impossible.
You think
What?
your aunties and uncles are gonna
You're gonna become
will come
you'll
there-
become an asshole. You become an asshole.
if they hear, oh, you go home to eat, they will stay in their house and say, what? So you will not feed us?
yeah.
Yeah, but
No, you can't get away with
you
that.
know
No,
what?
that's
yeah.
madness.
What's,
There's no
what's
way.
stressful is that so many married couples will go into marriage
Yeah.
and they'll be in debt already.
Because of the
Yeah,
No, it's mad. The amount people spend.
Like-
yeah.
If you're spending like 20K and above, that's too much for a wedding. I can't even lie to you. That's ridiculous.
you know what is, yeah. I think especially with cultures, like for example, traditional weddings actually bring in a lot of the money.
Yeah, no.
Right.
So
So
for example,
cancel
you're
my
not
traditional
it
wedding.
may cost 20.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You'd be very surprised.
yeah, yeah. Here numbers.
25.
No, you'd be very surprised.
£20.
But because of the income that's coming in from things like business, from the income that's coming from the gifts and the things.
Please, no. Imagine-
is business.
Nah, I'm sorry, yeah, but imagine we did big business. Nah, I'm sorry, but imagine, yeah, your hopes and your dreams are in the gifts, and the gifts comes, and it's just like I don't know, like diapers and stuff.
That's funny.
You're in 25,
What would you-
25K debt.
What would be your favorite gifts? Like what would you want?
A house. I want a house.
Honestly, just give me money. Like
Yeah, like
I'm just
money
trying
or
to
a
think,
house.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Everything else I'll eventually buy.
No, but that's the thing. I think it's beautiful if you have a house prior to the marriage, so that they can furnish. Like,
That's nice.
Furnish the house.
Yeah, yeah. So,
it's like if
I'll
you
just have like a gift list or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
probably- yeah,
like
that's
an
probably the best thing
Amazon,
to do.
whatever,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And people, whoever,
Or John
like,
Lewis.
yeah.
Or what?
Yes, John Lewis, nice.
Oh no, yeah, you're making
know.
a lot of sense.
Expensive.
Raw.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
John
can't lie.
Lewis.
The last wedding we went to was the John Lewis list.
Okay.
It was making
I
sense.
still owe somebody a wedding gift.
Because
actually.
John Lewis has everything.
Yeah,
And
And
then
quality-wise as
their,
well.
their tech stuff. I can't lie. I just want Sonos speakers.
Oh, I want that TV. I can't lie.
Sonos got TV.
Sonos,
No,
huh?
not Sonar.
I was
Just
gonna
like a TV.
say, bro.
I was about.
No.
Fam. Or that we were just in the chicken, or I was in the chicken chip shop. But we saw a fridge that had like
Oh yeah, with the smart fridge.
Smart
with,
fridge,
with,
yeah.
with a whole like screen.
yeah, it's crazy. Like I couldn't even see the drinks. I couldn't even see
It
them.
was literally so confusing.
It was meant to be see-through, but you could see it. But it was
Right.
like you saw like the adverts.
Yep.
On the screen.
Oh, okay, mad.
Yeah, but
Quite
it looked,
cool.
yeah.
Man, that having that in your house, just like with your own wedding pictures, just floating
Very,
through,
yeah.
or your kids' drawings, because obviously it's going to get to a point where kids are going to
Metaverse.
stop
That's true.
drawing on paper.
How much will that cost me though, energy wise?
Oh yeah, sure, sure. That's
I
not
mean,
pushing
we're all
raps.
gonna go anyway. We might as well go on a bang. I'm really like.
That's so irresponsible.
Because no, do you know what I realized about
Mm.
that whole recycling thing as well? Apparently, what is 1/4 of everything that we recycle gets recycled.
You're lying.
Fact.
I'm not surprised.
So it's like I basically
Is
they
it?
basically
Is
told
it,
that it's pointless.
it is a scam because when you really deep it, I don't know why they're looking at the end users as the people.
yeah,
that should
like there's
be
nothing we
involved.
can do to
It's
actually
the
say.
manufacturers.
It's how you're making
and
it.
Exactly.
Yep.
They're the problem, but
Yeah.
who wants to address the rich?
But
when
they're,
it's
yeah, they're
insurance,
pointing it on us and saying if we recycled more,
Nah,
we
but
would save the planet. It's like
we're
nah.
recycling what you've given us.
and,
It's all-
and then
yeah.
we can't even
and we can't.
because we give it to them and they just throw it in like
yeah.
Ghana or somewhere.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
The other day I walked I was on the train. The train went past somewhere.
Yeah.
And I saw like a pile of rubbish.
Fam.
And I just thought to myself, where does all our rubbish go?
Yeah, they just dump it in places, or they like
Landfills.
they ship it abroad.
Surely it's way too much.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of land.
Yeah.
There is
So
a lot of land.
It's just smelling.
What do you mean? No. So what happens is that they dig. Must they just smell it like it's not poo, bro. It's
No,
it's-
but it is though.
I'm ever so
Like,
sorry, yeah.
they-
What,
they have
do,
like.
do you man know I'm so sorry if you live here? I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. Wait, hold on. These are the thoughts and ideas of Bernard. No one else.
Obviously, I love East London. That's
Oh.
If you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say,
Okay, say it together.
I'm going to.
Three,
Okay.
2, 1.
Beckton.
Okay, I was.
Nah.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
I was thinking more Whitechapel area, but you know.
No, because why it does
Nah, 'cause there was a place I
it
went
does
to
kind of like
on a very hot day, and the bins were just.
It does
doing
kind of
a
rhyme.
No, but
lot.
apparently Beckton used to be like a
Beckton.
landfill site.
Really?
But I didn't know how. I didn't know how permanent the smell
Hey, I'm
was.
so sorry to whoever lives there because
Nah, it's going now. It's
it's going where?
they put Febreze
Oh.
on the land. It's going because it's not as bad. When I was in, like, when I was taking this common bar, like, my dad used to drive like past the
Wow.
And it
roundabout.
just-
Yeah,
Yeah, you just
And-
think-
the road, it needs to be down. They want to get it. Just be rolling it, bro. That place stank. Oh my days. But I think they're redeveloping it, so it's smelling better.
Right.
Oh,
The fragrance
so
is better now.
No, but it's
Right.
landfills though. Like they just
It's
dig holes and
crazy.
dump it in them. Cover.
Bad though, because like when stuff isn't like biodegradable, and it's
Yeah.
there for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Kinda scary.
we'll
But
see
anyway.
what happens in the next 10 years.
But in
By
terms of
God's
my
grace.
week anyway, that was a big digress.
Mm.
But obviously last Saturday, I had a church sports day, and also
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
my team won by the grace of God.
Hey.
You get me? And also went for FNF
Friends and
be
family.
nice.
by
Very great time.
our friend Obi
Shout out to Obi.
and a few
Yeah,
others.
Shout
Shout out to Rebecca as well. Come on,
I'm sure he's so happy that I
yours, Rebecca, Sarah,
and Eddie,
yes,
brother.
Des-
Oh,
is-
Des,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Shout out. That was just nice, man.
That was really
It's
good.
nice. It's nice having
In a beautiful cul-de-sac.
Obi got a nice place, man.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's very
So what? Are we
aspirational.
dropping his address so that?
No.
Let's not do that. But very beautiful location, great area,
Nice gals. Beautiful
very
gals.
aspirational for
I swear.
some of
it
those
was
who come
inspirational.
from inner city backgrounds and
Oh my
the
god.
hood. you know.
What would the neighbors come through as well?
No, I don't
No.
know. I wasn't that kind
Oh,
of
what,
way.
it's so open to the point where neighbors weren't disturbed.
No. The neighbors mind your business.
Oh, what? It's like
It-
that
it-
big that the neighbors didn't even.
It wasn't. It's big, but like I don't think the neighbors would have come through. I don't know what the
dynamic is. No, I get that, I get
relationships
that.
are like with the name. I'm sure it's great.
Mm.
You know, it's a lot of blacks.
Oh, okay, that's.
The area's not really.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
what you mean. That's what you meant. There's a lot of blacks in the neighborhood.
it's not really diverse.
No, I hear you. I hear you. That's what happens when you're rich. Shout out to Obi, man. Hey, yo, Obi, sponsor the thing. You know what I'm saying? You might have to bring you on because of this.
Damn, he's
But
gonna
yeah, no,
come.
I hear it.
No, Obi,
Imagine,
Obi's,
he's not
Obi
gonna have to
soon
come
come,
to-
soon come.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Defend himself.
Cash money, Obi.
You guys will find out who this Obi person is. If
Yeah.
you don't follow him already.
Did you know that Davido actually took the OBU from Obi?
Get out.
And you know the OB stands for obviously bowling. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
No,
you didn't know.
there's no
I
way.
don't.
Obviously bowling.
What does Obi actually stand for?
Obviously bowling.
No, what does it actually stand for?
Obviously bowling. Wait, I'm being serious.
I mean, he's the son of a thingy, so
But
I
you
feel
see,
like that
you see
tracks.
it's so
him.
random, by the way. So I'm just showing them the guys, someone's colleague's lunch at work. That chicken is not
They
even cooked.
literally defrosted the chicken and put it.
Oh, one
on
more
the
thing,
plate.
baby. That chicken
That's-
is dry.
that's-
That's real
That's
dry.
Uncle Ben's rice.
What?
Is it Uncle Ben's now?
Wait,
He
I don't know
changed
why
it.
you're acting
It was
strange.
always- it
This
was-
is
it
what
was always Uncle
weightlifters
Ben's.
eat. This is literally what weightlifters eat.
It doesn't make it easier to see
Yeah.
anytime you see it though. So
Yo, that's crazy.
That's not that mad.
I said, God, what a life.
It's really not that mad. I can't like I've eaten like dry chicken like that before.
No
Right.
seasoning, nothing.
Nah,
Was this at uni?
no, no. Because sometimes you want to eat lean, so you don't want to add
Okay,
any
fair.
salts and stuff. Because
Mm.
come on,
Nah,
As the black
What-
community-
no,
No, no, no, no, no,
in the
no,
grand
no,
scheme
no,
of
no,
things,
no, no,
what
no.
is peppercorn going to do?
in
to
the
your
black, I
weight?
can't lie, in the black community, there's a lot of salt.
We overdo stuff, yes.
Because the thing is this here, the rice already has the rice. The rice.
You see, the thing is that
If we're gonna break it down, we gotta break it down all the way. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real, because obviously if the rice has a lot of salt in there, and then
why
the
should the rice
stew,
have
huh? Fam, you don't know? People put a whole stick of butter with salt
in
in their rice,
plain rice,
plain rice.
blood of Nebuchadnezzar?
Wait,
Why?
you never heard of that?
Look, I went to uni with a girl.
And you're not doing fried rice.
She used to put sugar and salt in her rice.
What?
And
What are
on
you
top-
doing?
This is what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So sugar, salt, and
What?
then butter.
What's she making?
Rice, just plain rice.
No, that's rice
Plain.
pudding.
Plain
Because I don't
pudding.
know why you're putting butter
Plain-
and
That's rice
sugar in
pudding.
your rice.
That's rice pudding.
Plain rice, sugar, salt, and butter.
That's dessert.
Sugar, salt,
That is
and
dessert.
butter. And on top of that, she's adding stew, which has like seven. Like that has like about 7 cubes of Maggie. Yeah. So if you see someone drop that piece of dry chicken on there, you have to understand. Like it's called
What?
balance, okay? It's called balance. Yeah.
As creators, how important food is to you? How important is it?
That sentence was so.
I just do it.
Let's link it. Let's link it.
I was like, let's force it out. Really.
Ah.
Okay. As creatives, how important is food to you?
I mean, we need food to survive.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't-
talk about like taking like being like
No, legit, yeah. Because I feel like, yeah, like when I drink a lot of water,
Yeah.
for example, I feel more alert.
fair enough.
And there's certain meals I have that make me just feel more vibrant.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you meant like in terms of like.
Oh wow. Just general food. And
Because you're
the
talking about like,
importance of
I feel like
eating.
yeah, the importance of eating.
No.
I won't lie.
You all
Like,
gotta eat.
sometimes I won't eat until the design is done, and then I'll find
No,
food afterwards.
This is
So
my this
that's
is
why
literally my
I'm just like,
inspiration. Even today,
We need to
I
talk
didn't eat
about
till
this,
like
guys.
2.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
not good.
It's
like,
not-
whether
I
it's
mean,
McDonald's,
it's not bad
whether it's
or
rice
good.
and
I
stew,
think it
whether
depends
it's
on your
bread.
it depends on your like metabolism. To be fair, because
Fair.
like me, I might have like a lot of energy
Mhm.
just from drinking water. Because that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to eat so much
That's
No, you
true.
don't.
to have because there's a lot of energy already in your body.
Yeah.
And like sometimes if you wake up and you have bad habits, like for example, you wake up in the morning and you go straight to your laptop and you don't maybe wash your face and drink some water and refresh your like, because you're already dehydrated as it is when you wake up. And your brain is all dry. You know what I'm saying? You're going to sit in front of a laptop and you're trying to be creative. It's impossible.
God.
Do you know what I'm saying? So well, sometimes yeah.
When you go see your laptop,
You're trying to open your eyes and it's crust under your eye.
Oh,
You're like, you hit, it's like bare crusty. Sometimes you just need to wake up and be like, okay, I need to get this done. Let me go brush my teeth, drink some water, and then you feel mad, like energetic. And you don't need the food to like, obviously you have to eat through the day, but like you don't need to like wake up and have like 3 square meals every single day.
I mean,
Sometimes
it's a mad difference. Like even working from home, like it's a mad difference from like showering before you go to before work,
yeah.
or showering like maybe at lunch or whatever. Like it's a
Yeah.
mad difference. It's a mad difference.
Nah, I hear you though. Yeah. Cause I can't lie, you can't go to work.
flip's sake.
Nah, deep it, yeah. You can't be commuting.
No.
You think I'll leave the house without bathing? Now, don't get me. Don't get me. Don't get me
I say
wrong.
work from home,
No,
that's
no.
crazy.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna pretend like, oh my gosh, every morning I have showered straight after waking up.
Nah,
Like,
man.
like,
That's that-
sometimes
But
there's
say to
Work
leave
from
the
home
house
life is
and
a
get on
lot.
the train.
No, that's insane.
No, that's
that's
crazy.
insanity. I'll be late.
The
I'll be
smell in the
late.
place.
Because you know how some people are smelling like last
Yeah.
month, because you know, by the time this comes out, it's August. Like
Yeah.
last month, when they're
Yeah.
seeing 30 degrees, 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Some people
Nah, that's
Crazy.
nuts though.
Yeah.
crazy, but
I have to shower minimum twice that day, fam.
Yeah.
Minimum.
When it gets like
Mm.
mad hot, like you can't be taking one shower.
Because legit, you'll be the sweats.
that's not great.
Yeah, not for real.
It's not
But now, in
great.
terms of how important it is,
No, but it's
that's
important. Like, there's little habits are so important to just being a better creative, man. Living better creative, better person, bruv.
Yeah.
know
But what does
what I
that even?
But then
Hmm.
I guess it depends on like the areas, because you know how like in music, I'm going specifically more to like the rock stars.
Yeah.
They'll be there stewing in all manners of
Yeah, that's
things.
what I was literally
And
about
they'll
to
be like,
say.
yeah, it's all about the music. We're just gonna jam. We're just gonna jam for days. Like I
Yeah.
remember, was it Lenny Kravitz who was like, oh, there were days that they literally did not bath for a while.
It
But they were
happens.
just
Yeah.
they're making music and doing all other manners of stuff. Look at Burns' face.
Now, I can't lie, Burns. You've never you try and tell me you've never been in the zone that you forget to do like simple basic things, like even say hello to someone. Like you're so in the zone.
How does this link to no bathroom for 5 days?
Yeah, not like some
No.
people.
Okay, not
depends.
5.
Some people maybe their runs are like longer
Because
but
it's a different like work process as well. Because obviously you're on a laptop or wherever, maybe paper, pen, that kind of.
My
But
thing is
someone's
example-
doing music. It's
Yeah.
it's a whole process of using your whole body.
I think music. No, you have to bath, man. I was gonna justify. You have to bath.
No, there's no
Crazy.
justification for
No,
not,
but when
like,
the
taking a
studio's
bath.
like an hour from the house,
An hour.
I
Nah,
don't
Carla,
know.
that's the wild.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's the wild.
Go home.
Maybe they're just there like we got to make sure this is done.
And like, nah.
I'm trying to think if agencies, I'm trying to think if in advertising that's ever happened to anybody. If they've had to work so much like for a certain deadline, they've
Sleep
literally been in
over
the
and,
office for like the whole
You should
weekend.
probably go to HR.
You're saying
Probably
HR
should,
like,
yeah.
something anyway.
Nah, HR is a scam.
It's not,
But that's
yeah,
that's the
because
thing.
in certain like industries, because sometimes those turnarounds are mad. So part of me is thinking, I'm sure maybe there have been experiences where like, actually no, maybe they'll cover your cab home.
I mean, where I used to work, they had a shower and everything in
That's
there,
oh
so
yeah, that's true actually.
Most places have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
facilities to stay if you want to.
I wonder
'Cause-
why.
I mean, it's. Okay, I'll be honest. Most of it is because people like go cycling, go gym,
That's
and they
true,
come.
actually,
They come
yeah.
and want to like refresh themselves.
Mm,
And I think most workplaces want to create an environment where you feel like it's your second home.
mm.
Especially if you're going to be spending most of your time there. If you're spending like 8-9 hours a day there.
I think
And you're
about
going
plus.
Google when you say that.
Oh yeah, similar
Yeah,
thing.
but are they spending 8-9 hours or more than 8-9 hours? Because they're definitely
More.
spending more.
Definitely
than
more.
8-9 hours.
Yeah. So they want to make it as comfortable as possible. 'Cause-
Right.
And then they would rather you be there and be like, instead of complaining like, oh yeah, I can't take a shower here, I need to go home, but there's work that needs to be done and it's very critical. They'll be like, okay, there's a shower here.
Got a
man.
shower here.
Yeah.
Even got a bed for you to
Yeah,
sleep.
not for real.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's like, if that's the case, then it make it more comfortable. But I don't know if that's a good thing because people want to kind of have a separation from home and from work.
Mm.
I don't know how that works for everyone. But yeah, definitely please take a shower. God. But sometimes when you're in that zone though, like you forget to do basic things. I'm not talking about showering. Showering is not basic. Like I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
But like just like simple things like, sometimes you can be so much in the zone you don't check your phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
those kind
Yeah,
of
I
things.
I use focus modes now though.
Oh yeah, I can't like that helps me. Especially
focus
like
mode is dangerous.
waking
though.
up.
You don't hit anything.
You don't hear nothing. Like I'll literally be missing stuff.
I have like different ones for different things.
Yeah,
now.
I've
that's
got
good.
I even got a gaming one.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's too much, mate.
No, but
No.
I hear
Man,
it.
I need to
hear
game
it,
now.
though.
No, it is yeah, because gaming is very. I haven't played in a while actually, but gaming is therapeutic in the sense of like I don't want people messaging me or calling me.
Yeah.
So just put that on.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Sleep mode is powerful though.
That's
my
my favorite.
That thing shuts down
When
your
you
phone.
go, you go.
Yeah,
You wake up in the morning and you try to look at your phone. There's no
It's
notification.
just dark.
And like, it's just like, let me just put it down then.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, what else would you guys say that you do? So we spoken about food, but creatively, how do you feed yourself to like
Pinterest. No, I'm kidding.
What'd you say?
What?
Pinterest.
Don't kill me.
I would say
But
lo-fi music.
Oh, okay.
Literally today, I've been listening to lo-fi like on the train.
Nerd.
Get out.
Now hear that though.
No, literally lo-fi.
This is the one with the girl.
No,
sitting-
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
Apparently, the live stream like stopped. They reached
Yeah,
their
they-
maximum
yep.
amount.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
mad.
I've got the lo-fi beats Spotify playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I literally downloaded that and literally just you know what it is, yeah, I think sometimes I listen to it's called lo-fi beats. But sometimes listening to like songs with lyrics all the time, you just get I feel there's so many narratives being said. So that almost like your brain just needs to just chill. So when you put on lo-fi, it's just like
It's easy. It's like something in the
Elevated
background, but
music.
it doesn't distract or anything like
yeah.
that.
So you literally can just think
Like a soundtrack to your.
yeah
Your
to your
living.
thoughts kind of thing,
Yeah.
or like you can just. So I read books or whatever.
Is it plural? Yeah. I say
Remember what you said earlier.
this.
I read a book. But yeah, no, like, I do that to help my creativity because I think it's important to like think for yourself. You know.
Wow, that's powerful.
Mm.
Damn, that's deep.
I don't know if you're taking the piss. or
No, I'm
being
actually being serious. That's kind of deep. Like, man say, you have to think for yourself.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, but if you'd be surprised. You're thinking for yourself. You're not.
You know.
It's a lot of input.
Yeah.
Because trust me, music can make you feel some sort of way.
It's very true.
Oh no, definitely. It can put you in the mood. Like I can't lie. I was listening to the new project from Mini Kings. I don't know if you man know them.
Nah,
Oscar World Peace.
is it like four man
I
in
think I
glasses?
need
Yeah.
I need to lean. Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't listened to that yet.
I can't lie.
Is it called?
it's really good.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. I felt like by the
check
project
it.
cover, I was already like, I feel like this is gonna be really nice.
Yeah. It's really good. It's very quintessential British.
Oh,
I wouldn't say like British music as in like old British music, but it's like it's the new.
I love the album cover. Though.
Yeah, like wait, hold on if I can play this here.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is vibe. You know what it reminds me of, but it's a completely like different genre.
I don't know why. I love that summer.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay, no, this is good.
How did it? But yeah, so it automatically puts me in a good mood, and I just feel like okay, cool. I'm here. I'm in London. I'm like
Right.
on
It
the
reminds
move.
you of Rags.
You know what I'm saying? No, it is.
Yeah,
that right?
it
Rags
is.
the
It
original,
is.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So he's
he
in
done
the-
that Brush You Again.
Brush You Again, yeah. So Brush You, he's in the Benji Flow, Oscar.
Oh, is it a
World Peace.
group?
Yeah, Mini Kings, yeah.
But they put themselves together kind of thing. But they're obviously still solo artists.
Yeah.
More than it's like a.
Like a BBK kind of thing.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a single.
That's like a single
No, it's an
song.
album.
No, it's an EP. Yeah, they
'Cause
drop an EP on
I
Friday.
saw the billboard and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check out this song. I don't
Yeah,
know, something
no.
about the cover was like, looks really sick.
Yeah.
But a whole project.
Yeah, they dropped it's the 10-song.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I will
it's really
listen
good.
to that
That's
this week.
basically an album, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
dope.
good. And they have like Nipa is on there, Nux on there.
Of course, not to be on there. I think that's
Bravo
his
and
bag.
a few
Like,
others.
that-
Yeah.
That's his bag.
But yeah, so it's like I get it.
Right.
Like sometimes you wanna put yourself in a mindset, but also sometimes you wanna just like be able to think for yourself and
Right.
just be like figure out what exactly is happening around you. You're gonna get through the work, so on and so forth. So yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, in terms of what feeds me creatively, I don't know. I think recently I've been trying to figure out like to pull from different spaces.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it's very easy to pull from the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we had this conversation before, but
Yeah.
just pulling from the same place sometimes gets a bit. So I think recently I've just been trying to study more.
Mhm.
And when I say study more, like actively like become a student again, where it's like I'm doing like.
How do you study? Are you taking notes?
Like yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Like actively taking notes and actually like trying to understand. I think I'm trying to push myself more into the space of like philosophy of art
Right.
to understand why people do things and why people like things and why people don't like and why people react a particular way. I think that's where my passion is going into now, especially because I know we spoke about this in the episode about like us creating what our agency would look like and stuff. And I think for me, the idea of community has to come with understanding. So I think like I'm in that space where now I'm actually trying to understand what people like and why they like it.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's where I am now. It's like now I'm actually going and studying things because like I'll be very, very honest. It's very easy to be creative.
Mm.
I know that sounds very
For
like
you.
No, I knew you were gonna say that. No, but it's
Not
very,
everybody's a polymath, king.
I'm so done. No, but for real,
Not everybody's a multi-hyphenate.
Oh, my days.
God.
No,
So I'll
but
bring that sound to it. Somebody listening might be struggling right
No,
now.
because I was thinking about them.
it's like, I was waiting for you. No, but I think I've gone to a point where it's like I've realized it's quite easy to be creative, and I think even like was it yesterday or something?
No,
I was,
unpack that. 'cause-
no, I'm about to.
Said my sauce is different.
Hey, what can I say? My sauce is God.
I'll
Anyway,
use oxo. I
I'm
use
so
chicken broth and
Mother from the scratch. I used the bone marrow. Yeah, straight from the bone marrow. Nah, there was a video of I think 50 Cent. I don't condone this man's actions.
That's a disclaimer.
Look, I just say I don't condone any of his actions or his shenanigans. I'm just saying he said something. I'm just making
Right.
a statement. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, he was saying something about it's so easy for him to go into the studio and make a hit. Because he can literally just go in the studio, pick his favorite song that's the biggest song right now, restructure it, the same formula,
Right.
and put it out. And that's it. It's
Wow.
another hit. You can be like, this is my new record, and that's it. So for him, it's so easy because he understands how things like.
How it works.
But I think in order to get there, you have to understand what people like and what
Yep,
people like
yep,
about
yep.
things. And the moment you can clock that, it makes it very easy because then you know what to do
Yeah.
and what not to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say it reminds me of what's this? The Defiant Ones with like Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah,
The
Define
Netflix
was, yeah.
documentary, and like how Jimmy Iovine, like he said, like it got to a point where he knew like what the hit would be. And
Yeah.
there was another one with David Foster,
Mhm.
where he also said like he knows like what song will blow, like Celine Dion's All by Myself, like with the. He was like, I need you to perform that note at the end because that's going to be the killer, and that's what happened. And he's like worked with with who? Celine Dion, Whitney Houston on like a lot of her songs,
Right.
Like loads of legends, and he's responsible for a lot of their greatest hits. So like, yeah,
They've clocked the system. Yep.
The clocking the system is a mad one though. Because once you have clocked it, it's just I hear you actually. It can become effortless. Like,
Yeah.
But then, is there room to be complacent at the same time?
100%. Because the thing is, things are always changing though. I feel like you have to
They do. I
being-
agree.
like the styles that I went to an exhibition. I don't know if I think I've spoken about it. But I spoke about it. The football exhibition.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the design museum.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
I was looking at like the football programs
Mhm.
and the fonts they were using then compared to now is not the same.
Right.
That's just an example of things are always changing. So maybe on the design level, you know that using this particular style of font or using this particular structure or layout would instantly grab people. Do you know what I mean? Is that I see that at TikTok as well. TikTok is where you find things easy to make. Like there's a formula. They know
I
that
hear what you're saying.
if I do this weird face, if I use this nice dance, whatever, people will gravitate to it immediately. Is that what you're trying to say?
Because I understand what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I'm thinking more about just the, I guess, psychology of how people react to things
Okay.
and what they like. Because when you understand that, because a lot of creatives think, oh, I'm creative, or this worked because of this, or this worked because, do you know what I'm saying? They don't really. A lot of people don't take the time to ask themselves why I'm doing what I'm doing, or why I'm attracted to this particular font, or why this colors make me feel this way. It's interesting. I was watching a video actually about artwork. I know we've spoken about artwork before, but they were talking about how the best artwork implement colors, and colors make you feel things and associate things quicker with sound. And it's very easy to be like the color of the album is like, okay, an example is I think he gave the example of Amine is good for you with the
green.
what you see on the toilet. It was
Oh,
like
no.
a yellow with the blue.
Oh, okay,
writing.
yeah.
And then I think you think of Limbo.
Yeah.
And then there is obviously like Tyler the Creator's one with the pink of Igor, that very weird like dusty pink. And then there is the same with Flower Boy with the yellow and the bees and stuff like that. And then obviously even with Kendrick Lamar's that brown human, it makes it like there's a lot of detail, like Childish Gambino's, because of the internet, that weird like off pink purple with a Hawaiian shirt. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but obviously it's easy to be like, oh, I really like this album, and then just skip over it.
Yeah.
But if you go into it and you understand, like, okay, cool, this makes you feel like this. Or like, Childish Gambino's what was the one? Awaken My Love.
Yeah,
With that like bright neon blue.
Mm.
Even
what I'm
I don't know
saying?
why, but Take Care. Like I look at the
Yeah, the album
Yeah.
cover for
that
that.
this
It's like a very
Yeah.
dark, solemn, makes you feel like this how the music sound broody and
It
you know what I'm
aged,
saying?
it aged quite well because
Yeah.
like it's
Aged
very
amazing.
nostalgic as well
Yep,
as a
yep,
cover.
yep.
Weirdly enough.
when you see that cover, you just know what
Mm.
time it is.
Even what's the other
What a
one?
project.
With nothing was the
Nothing
same.
was the same. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things like you think about that freedom and like the sky, like that kind of like
Yeah.
open like idea
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, I was
You
actually
know?
gonna say a great example as well. Rihanna. That was like from her run from Loud to
Oh, with the outfits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To what's that other
Anti?
one? Not anti. I'd probably say unapologetic.
Okay.
Like there was like a very lot, like there was a distinction with each project, as well as like her changing her aesthetic
Yeah.
and like her styling,
The
with each-
wigs, the changing
wigs,
colors,
you know,
Yeah.
like it went from Loud being red hair and poppy to like Talk That Talk, which was more gritty,
the black
like,
hair, yeah. with the
exactly.
Soup.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around.
Or like Rated R. That was it. Rated R
Rated
was
R.
like where it started from. Yeah, where that was like very rocky. I was after like her issue with like Chris Brown and stuff as well, and like after Good Girl Gone Bad, so it went in that direction
Yeah.
too. So yeah, no, there's a lot that goes into.
Yeah, no, definitely.
whole
And I
thing
think
for
that's where like I'm starting to realize that perhaps that's what is even missing in the creative space, because I think a lot of people, once they get caught up in the okay, I'm a designer, or
Right.
hey, I'm a musician, I'm a this, I'm a that, I think when they realize that they can do it and maybe they have a bit of attention or a bit of fans, or they kind of, a lot of people stop learning
I agree.
because they're like, okay, I've
it's
got it now,
very easy to stop learning.
you know.
Very, very easy.
Yeah, but I think it comes to, that's what I was saying. I understand what you're saying about the complacency,
Yeah.
because perhaps sometimes when people understand or they realize, okay, I'm clocking it, they kind of just pull back and be like, oh, I don't need any help anymore, I don't need to learn anything. But it's very important at that point to learn the most, because again, you're in that space, and that space is like 15 minutes or a tiny bar of this big idea, and if you
Yeah.
don't learn, you're not even going to clock what's going to come next, and then your time is going to go away.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, now you that you thought you were the guy, suddenly you're not the guy. Like a lot of people have clocked it. Soldier Boy clocked it ages ago with the whole internet thingy.
Yeah.
But obviously he didn't clock it to this extent. So obviously his time came and went.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But there are also people who clocked it and they've clocked it till now. Like a Jay-Z, for example, has clocked it till now. You know what I'm
Rick
saying?
Ross is
Like
my
pivoting,
greatest-
like,
throughout,
yeah. He's
yeah,
an
career and
inspiration,
stuff.
bruv.
Yeah.
Rick
Ooh.
Ross, he's always developing. No business wise.
Oh, business wise,
Okay,
yeah. But as
business wise,
like, I was
yeah.
gonna say,
music wise.
yeah.
No. As a mogul,
no,
he's-
as
I
a
feel like
businessman
he
still.
looks richer and acts richer than he
Then
is.
he is.
I feel
And I feel like that's his aesthetic.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Right.
complaining.
No, but I think he's
I
rich
feel like
though.
I feel like that's been
Yeah.
but that's been his thing from like throughout
Before
his journey.
Yeah,
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 Maybach
yeah.
music.
Maybach
like,
music, yeah.
No,
know.
but you can see there's been a change though.
Yeah.
He's
like,
been
money's
getting
different now.
Yeah, because he's cutting trees like
And
outside
he's
his house.
looking much
Hey,
more.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, have you seen? You remember that video where he jumps in the water?
yeah.
And the DJ Khaled is like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't going back. So did he actually jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So who pulled him out?
There must be some lifeguard on
That's
duty
between all
somewhere.
of them.
That's
Probably
ridiculous.
security guard or something.
Yeah, that's long.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Can't pay me enough for that.
I was also gonna say we can't have this conversation without mentioning a certain somebody.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
I'm gonna
here
do
we
it.
go.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
No.
Don't worry, we don't have to go too much, like too deep into it. These guys are haters. This is where I probably say,
What you do? You wanna break my son?
Go on then.
but no, I would say like we can't say this without mentioning Beyonce
Okay.
because
you could have guessed.
no.
Didn't see that coming.
Because if we if we're gonna mention musicians and stuff, and we're gonna mention like different like
People who've clocked it.
pivoting and that
Oh,
kind
she
of thing,
she clocked the game.
then
bro.
we have to be honest and we have to involve her in that.
She's
kind of
clocked everything,
conversation
but
as
then
well.
she got
Do
a
you
team.
think
She got a team.
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
gonna say, like,
I'm not
Even
saying when
even
I,
Instagram wise, yeah, she has to drop like a 3 pictures,
Mm.
like
And then
within
you
the
archive them.
Yeah.
They'll be gone.
and I'm not saying this like Beyonce's the one that comes up with
No,
that,
you're
these
right,
ideas.
you're right.
Like,
Of course not,
Parkwood,
yeah.
She has the right people around her.
amazing
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
and that's part of it as well. Like you need to bring the best
A
people
team.
around, and plus, I'm not gonna lie, when you have all that money and clout,
Yeah.
if you don't make something of
Oh,
a certain like
yeah.
caliber,
yeah, I don't
I'll
know
be
if
very confused.
Yeah.
So like I think that's one thing I have appreciated, like because there are a lot of creatives that would want to be in that position where you can afford the best of the best and like you can have the time and all that and you have the resource to like just do whatever. and stuff. But I do feel like, when it comes to beginning of a career with like Dangerously in Love till like 4 when she went independent and then taking more like risks musically as well as creatively. You guys are like, Mr. Days when she used to sing. Well, it's rapping nonsense. But the silence is deafening. God. But yeah, I think like every day, such a good song.
Beyonce.
It's been cool to see like creatively how she and her team have like grown with ideas. So it went from the traditional rollouts of you have an album, but she does it very well actually, like in terms of like single releases. She's very traditional in that sense, I think. Well, she used to be before the surprise drops and stuff. Yeah. But I feel like when it comes to like a full album rollout with the images,
she does it very
her album rollout is
down to a T.
Every
single thing. I Am Sasha Fierce, because I know that was like when she like blew, she like really became like mainstream. Like
she's a
the whole black and white thing with images from it's Stephen Meisel, photographer. I hope it is. But I remember she said that she spoke to an agency about how best to go about like the images and like the creative direction. They were like, oh, that people don't like black and white imagery, like people just like color. But she actually went against that insight and did black and white, and her videos were black and white, and that actually like cut through the noise a little bit too as well. But yeah, also mentioning the agency side of things, because these people go to agencies to get their ideas and stuff. Like even Jay-Z's 444, they use that color because
as well as a Pantone color,
maybe I'm not sure, but I remember
think it was the Pantone color.
It wasn't like a main color because they said they were trying to look for something different. It was like Fire Festival and like, you know how they had a certain blue. Yeah, was it a blue?
We talking about the cover of 444?
No, I'm talking about 444, but also how Fire Festival did the same thing where influencers and celebrities just like posted this one color on their screen. And people like, what the hell is this? And then that was like a little like technique or whatever to like, you know, get people's attention and stuff. So like 444, they did the same thing because like it was just that weird peach color. 444 on like billboards, on like trains. So very, of course, like you know, something different and stuff too. But like from I Am Sasha Fierce back to Beyonce to Beyonce, obviously the visual album. She's done it before with B-Day, but this was like something more like, okay, cool, pretty interesting. Then obviously the films, and now she's dropped this Renaissance project where she's, you know, exploring like dance and stuff like that too. But even the creative direction for that has been pretty cool. And the cover, I can't lie, like
that secondary cover,
I flipping love that vinyl. I really wish that was the main cover because
that cover was mad. I was like, why is this not the main cover?
I was so upset because it's so beautiful. Yeah, like
it's very striking. Yeah, it's like a red.
Yeah, with like there's like the curtains.
That was so beautiful.
It's even I think Peter being crucified. There's a biblical image like behind her on the horse, turned upside down. Yeah. And then she's wearing like the cowboy hat with, you know, or cowgirl hat.
I found it funny that Saudi Arabia took her off the horse.
Funny.
But it's so funny because you can still see the edits.
Yeah, you can see when they do like content away kind of stuff.
I was like, come on.
I was like, this was not from the park team. This was definitely like
He sent it to them and like, you know, it's Beyonce. Let's just do it for
her. I think something happened to the album though.
What do you mean? That's like the leak?
Nah, not even the leak, but I think someone, she has to cut, she has to replace a term criticized deeply offensive.
Oh, with
Unheated.
It's a word, SPAZ.
Oh yeah.
The same thing happened to Lizzo as well. And
that big song.
About time.
Oh, scene. Okay, cool. I get it. Oh, because basically, obviously, because it's a disability.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Trying to find the artist that
it's crazy though, isn't it? Like we have that conversation about the different terms we can use now and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like
it's still a bit of a tricky one. I can't lie to you.
How do we navigate that?
Just because I think, but it's a tricky one because I guess I'm understanding the word and then using the word in a different context in comparison. But I
know there's like a slang basically.
Yeah, but I think the slang. It's a derivative of
from that.
Like
from that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I know like Americans use like like retarded, for example,
Their team will be like,
as like an insult, but they also
Use like, oh yeah, that
but
is.
that's also
yeah.
mental retardation. They use
Yeah.
that as a thing too.
So,
but
but-
we don't really use that here as much.
alternative could be like,
Yeah.
oh, you're tripping.
Mm.
example.
Yeah, or you're crazy.
But
for
then you can't
example.
even use crazy.
You can't.
Can
So I'm
you?
s- yeah,
Te-
you-
because technically, if you're going to go down this route,
Then
can you
you
use
can't-
crazy?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly. Then what
So-
we can't call it crazy in love anymore.
I feel like crazy is a bit. Anyway, let me keep him. But yeah, I know
Shake
that.
it.
Yeah, we're in a time. Well, I think these things are important though. I guess like giving everybody like of that, allowing their voice to be heard.
Yeah,
And
no,
like,
I
actually
agree.
taking it on board to see like, okay, if that's offensive to you, then we should actually just take it on board and just not say the word. And in the grand scheme of things, what's one small word like that word gonna like change to
But
your actual song?
that's
Like-
in essence how everything starts, though.
Mm.
So it'll be one word offended me, and then someone says, okay, maybe if they can say it, then why are they saying the other words that are also offending other people? So then eventually it's going to get to a point where most words will find, because words change meaning over time.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then it's going to get to a point where most words are going to be found offensive by a group of people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I guess, you know, sometimes when we think about like, I don't know, the ideal world or whatever, to be a more equitable society,
Mm.
like what would that realistically look like? And it probably will mean that like a lot of us will not be able to do certain things
Is
out
that
of
realistic,
respect.
though?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Because you know, human beings are human beings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's not even a realistic view on it,
Mm.
and that's the thing. But I also understand that if someone like of Beyonce's caliber does decide to use a word like that, perhaps the reach is different from.
yeah,
any
yeah.
of
Then
us.
any of
You know
us,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So
for sure.
I understand.
There's a certain
I understand.
level, because yeah, it's the same way like we spoke about Kendrick and that whole
Yeah,
thing.
like if he
Like,
says it's okay for
yeah.
everyone else to say, and then it becomes a thing.
But then there's certain people that felt like in his, I'm sure from his whatever, like he felt like I could probably say this in this specific context,
yeah,
whether or not we
try to get away with it
because
yeah,
I am this artist, and so
yeah.
I definitely like get that and stuff.
It's
too.
gonna blow. The
Hmm?
bubble is gonna pop soon enough.
I mean,
That's the scary part for me.
is it scary?
Yeah, because then
Oh, because
People
what,
are
people
going
just
to-
gonna go mad.
yeah, everyone's just gonna be like, nah, Bonnet,
but-
I'm gonna
but-
say
but-
everything.
Does it have to go that far? Does
Yeah.
it have to go that far to the other side? Will we not just maybe find a middle ground?
Nah.
No.
You
Because the
think
thing
so?
is that I think we've gone so far. If we're going so far up
Mm.
right now in terms of it's being good, everyone's being accommodated for. The higher it goes, the lower it drops. So it's gonna go so high that when it does decide to drop, it's gonna go so bad before it recalibrates back.
Yeah, I
in the
mean, you
middle.
see it even on a larger scale in politics. for
Yeah,
example.
yeah. Hasta
That's-
la vista, baby. Sorry, I just Boris Johnson
I
just.
can't believe he said that.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
shambles.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Damn.
Oh, have you
Yeah.
man heard that apparently they're thinking to reduce income tax?
I'll believe it when I see it.
To be a politician is actually crazy, you know.
They get paid enough.
Mm.
Even to retire, they get paid. Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how that's such a scam? Like I was to be conservative if I knew that.
I feel like a lot of us probably would be, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like I don't know enough about politics, you know, as much as I think I should do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does. I don't think they even do.
Because
To be very honest.
this may be techie, yeah. Because obviously, okay, I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't care anymore.
Wow.
Oh, right, sorry.
No, no, it is. Okay. So, obviously, when we come to this country, we're all like, like ushered into the Labour Party, right?
I hate you so
started.
much. I hate you so much, but
You
you're right.
started. Okay.
By the way, as a disclaimer, I'm not a conservative,
You so
I'm not a Tory.
not Tory,
you're definitely Tory.
not Tory.
Tory adjacent?
You're Tory adjacent.
The silence is deafening. No, we're kidding.
But like, do you know? I feel like Kanye right now. Like, we just have a free mind. Like,
I don't like where this is going.
but like,
you know, people were really looking to us as like,
no.
Hey, can we
one's
talk about Beyonce's album?
They were like-
Hey!
we trust these black men with microphones.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Maybe not. That was a bad idea.
Like, we actually need new parties.
Yeah, I feel like most people would probably say, or better,
Like, we need a revamp.
better leadership.
You know the
'Cause-
funny
but
thing?
look at the curriculum, it's like, huh?
But even then, yeah, still kind
We don't need new parties because it's never gonna work. in every, I think human
So
beings are.
dictatorship.
No. No, Jesus Christ. You don't have to go that far. But I'm saying, like, in every, I think there is a pattern that reoccurs. There's always left or right. There's always up or down.
The branding is crazy though.
Black or
It's-
white.
Like you see,
like
you see blue.
It's always
You see blue and you think rich, right?
But the thing is,
you
it's
see
always
red.
it's always going to be those two.
Yeah, but it's
As a majority.
yeah.
In any society, if you go Nigeria, go Ghana,
It's
there's
the same
always
thing.
going to be two major
two
parties,
parties. Yeah,
and it's always going to be one or the
you
other.
have the sad ones that just
Well, it's the people who fight for a very watered down version of what's it, communism, and then there's the other one that fights for a very polished form of capitalism. There's always going to be like people trying to get rich people richer, or people trying to get poor people to be as rich as the rich people, but also what, it's politics, man. It's all a sham at the end of the day. As creatives, I think that we should we should try our best to solve the world's issues by ignoring the rules, and then I think that's the most important thing, because if we try to restrict ourselves by the things that are in front of us,
Okay.
yeah, because I think if we do that and we try to follow and stick to those rules and say, oh, the politics and this that, or we try to answer those questions, what happens is that we end up falling victim to it, because we're still in that binary system. Another thing, like art is meant to break out of that.
That's
and
true.
give us a different reality. It's escapism. That's what art is. But also it's escapism to the point where it allows people to think that anything is possible. So if we don't give them that option, then what happens is that we try to get political and be like, oh yeah, but what if the left did this, or what if the right did this? What happens is that people just gonna talk about a conversation, like, gonna have a conversation about just that, and it's gonna stop there.
But then sometimes creativity and politics is needed. together.
Or it just happens to be there.
It depends on, like, I guess the aim or the situation. So for like, this is like a very random example, but like C.S. Lewis during the war times, he would actually he'd either
he did
write-
that. He did shows.
he had a radio
on
show
the
to like
BBC.
encourage like soldiers who were like front lines and stuff. And,
Yeah.
like, to like maybe even to sign up for, maybe I might be wrong.
To
about-
sign up for
No,
war.
I might be wrong
He
about
was
that,
he was
but
he
actually-
was doing that messages, like
But messages
basically
like,
short sermons, essentially saying, look, like this is basically
encouraging
C.S. Lewis
the
is the
like,
preacher, right? How about
no,
him?
he's
No,
a
the
writer.
Chronicles of Narnia guy.
Yeah, he's a writer.
Oh,
Author.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like
Close
encouraging the war effort.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. So like,
He wrote Narnia though. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
literally all about.
But he was technically a kind of pastor
So
to some
dumb.
extent. He wasn't ordained, but like he
So
wrote
he
a lot
wasn't.
of,
Yeah, because I feel like he's written a lot of like
yeah, his
religious.
books
No,
on like
yeah.
Christianity, like mere Christianity. Is one of them
Yeah,
and
so
stuff
he's
like
already like in the war, fam. Like,
that.
oh my goodness.
am I lying?
What life and dark, or like life and death and that kind of war? Or what kind of war are you talking about?
Hey, the war is a war, baby. It's always one or the other. But I'm saying like
Right.
his ideas and ideologies in terms of like writing Narnia and all that kind of stuff.
Fair,
It's literally
maybe.
about war.
True.
So
But the reason I say that is because
Yeah.
his creativity was used for
or to help
to help the war
the
effort.
war effort.
I think
for
even
example.
I think the greatest example I could use for politics and art would be Barack Obama's Hope poster. This one.
The iconic.
But is that war related?
No, I'm not talking
no,
about
but
just
when-
politics
no,
in
because
general.
we've spoken about politics. That's why I said war. Like,
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
In
yeah,
terms of like, sometimes you do need creativity to push a movement. Because even if you talk about like propaganda,
No, yeah, but like that's always just the tool. It's never the answer.
mm,
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing.
right?
We like
Okay,
art
so-
always
so
ends
you're
up
saying,
being just a
you're
tool.
saying it shouldn't necessarily like provide the solution.
Yeah,
it should
yeah,
just provide
because the thing is like
something to assist the thing, kind of thing.
no, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't
Okay.
be the thing that just assists. It should be a thing in its own
Oh,
right,
independent of.
so that
Cool.
it can be non-biased in the in most cases. Obviously,
Right. But
that's-
sometimes people want it to.
no, yes,
Yeah.
and I get that, but I'm saying in an ideal world, art should be in a space where people from the left and the right can enjoy it without feeling some type. Like that should be a ground where people can come.
Impossible.
Like, but that should be a ground where people all come to disagree or agree.
Okay,
like, it
right,
should be a place where people come together.
But then,
If it's
when-
to agree or disagree to that thing, it should be that place. It shouldn't
Okay.
be like politics is politics. People gonna agree and disagree all the time.
Okay, but then let's say like you know how there's certain projects like this is music now
Mm.
because I can't really think of any like art or design ones at the moment. But like Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly or like Solange's A Seat at the Table.
Yeah.
That's definitely geared towards like one side of like, let's say, an argument or a thing, and
Is
it's full
it?
of like personal experiences,
Right.
right? So where would that fall under like the whole like what you were saying, like because you were saying like art should kind of be like in its own thing where
It should be able to
shouldn't-
have a perspective that is new to other perspectives as well.
okay.
Yeah. So even like with Solange's seat at the table,
Mm.
like I get it. She's speaking from a personal place and talking about experiences, but she's not limiting that to just the conversation about hair. It goes across like different spaces, and perhaps that's at the time that came out anyway. It wasn't necessarily something that was the conversation with the right or the left. It wasn't necessarily. It was a thing of like, this is my experience of how I see it, and it gave people a room to have a conversation, and I guess that became a whole new thing. Obviously now it's more normal. You see it like, oh, someone don't touch my hair, you get it, da 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 da. But at the time, even To Pimp a Butterfly was very strange to a lot of people. They were like, what the hell is this? Even people who even agree with the message didn't even like it because we're so confused. Like, why are you playing jazz over this? Like, all political, da 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 da. But and I'm saying like, I think sometimes I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but I'm saying that in an ideal world, I would rather just for the music to be the music, and not it to be. I don't want to mix jollof with cereal.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the only way I can explain it. It's like
not even
yeah,
rice and peas.
no.
cereal.
Yeah, like I don't want to mix because like, I don't want to put my milk.
'Cause
It gets messy because sometimes you want to love the art.
Mhm.
But you're restricted because there's a political message or an idea
But then
that's being pushed.
The reason why I'm like, it's because like Banksy, for example, like his stuff is political. So
Yeah.
like where
I don't
does-
like Banksy stuff too.
Oh, mad. Okay.
No, but that's just me personally.
Right. No, because I'm just
He's
trying
a
to understand
glorified
like
artist,
your.
man.
Damn. I'm just trying to understand. I
Oh,
guess
you
like
like
your.
Banksy?
I like some of his projects.
Some.
I think the only
But I
thing,
d-
only
I
thing
don't
I
know-
thought was
plus I
cool
don't
was
know
the
much about him like
shredded
that.
paper one. I thought that was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah.
But like, I guess I'm trying to understand your perspective on art and the role it plays or it should play, because
It pushes the narrative.
it does. But then
A
sometimes
lot
it is
of
from
the
like
art,
yeah.
a lot of the art right now, especially from the UK, is going to speak conservative. I mean, sorry, Labour. Sorry.
I was like, it's like
Whoops.
to me,
Freudian slip. Man said,
damn,
going back to my old ways.
damn, just you baited yourself out there. for
Hey,
real.
look, you can't help who you are, okay?
But again, sometimes when art, because I'm thinking of it this way, like when you are maybe from the other side where you are like the marginalized group, or you can sympathize.
That's what I was
with
gonna say. I said the majority of
people in
people
those
are like
are poor.
no,
said,
no.
said, y'all is broke. That's
It's
what
what
Burn said. Step your money up.
No, but majority of artists are working class or middle.
Are they?
That's not true.
No. I'm talking about the wider majority.
That's still not true.
I don't know
Huh?
about that.
So all of us are middle class.
No.
No,
You're thinking about
no,
us.
no.
I'm talking about like majority. When you say majority,
I'm thinking world, like
Yeah,
on a,
like-
on
No,
a
I'm talking about
mass
the
scale.
UK.
even in the
Oh.
UK, like fam,
No,
Actually,
no, come
actually,
on, man.
What do you-
maybe-
what do you mean working
okay,
class?
You might actually.
No,
okay,
trust me.
I think I might get what you mean, because
Okay, let's say London.
yeah, I feel like okay, creatively,
Still, I don't think that's
like
true.
no. I actually hear it, because like the same way that if we look at music,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a lot of musicians in this world, but not everybody is making money from their music. Not everybody can
Oh, that's what
live
you're talking
off.
about. I thought you meant like in
okay,
terms of
I
like.
get. So obviously the perspective from the majority
is that going
in the
somewhere to
music
like-
will be in a
Yeah,
it's
is that
from a
going to like
particular background.
Hackney Wick, for example?
Yeah.
Right.
And you get these like, indie artists coming down. Like, they're
Oh, I
working-
thought you meant like in terms of the people who are on right now. Most of them are
Nah,
from
no,
working
no,
class.
no.
I
Oh,
understand that.
okay,
So like
okay,
it's
okay.
gonna be a certain perspective. So like for example,
So
when
poor
like,
perspective,
and
just-
that's why, for example, I know I'm saying Beyonce again, but it's just that's the only example I can pull.
You
When
want to
she's-
break my soul?
when she said like release your job, for example,
Release your
and
job.
certain things like that.
Forget the rest.
A lot of people
You can't release your
a lot of-
jobs.
no, exactly. A lot of people could resonate with that message, but the person it's coming from, like, that's not your lived experience, like, at all. I mean, you can release your job, but like, you're good. Like, you're- wow. Okay. But I was gonna say, like, for in the same breath, let's say,
Yeah.
breath, whatever,
Yeah. In the same.
in the
bread.
same thingy,
The same bread.
like when people are from, let's say, a certain background, that's going to influence the work and art that they like they create and
I
make.
agree. Yeah.
So is that not gonna come with a specific message anyway that the people will relate with that actually makes the art what it is? Because I feel like
I hear what you're
there's
saying,
certain
yeah.
relatability that we have with certain projects because they talk to our
To
lived
us.
experiences.
Yeah, of course.
But again, when we're all in the same kind of area
Mm-hmm.
or like from the same lived experience,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, and because of the way the world is as well, it might be politicized anyway because of
Okay, I get what
all
you're
of our
saying.
lived experience. So that's why I'm like, I hear that obviously art, it would be nice if it was like like an individual thing and didn't have to like fit an agenda or whatever. But like because of the world that we live in today,
It's not possible.
there's already like
We're
An agenda attached.
agendas or there's
I get
there's
it.
a certain way that like you know the phrase that when you release your work, it's not really yours anymore
Release
because other people.
Sorry, I can't help it.
But other people kind of like interpret it for what it is, and it becomes
Yep.
something more,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that kind of thing has me thinking of Queen and Slim. Gosh.
But that's where I'm pointing to,
Mm.
because I think the analogy that I can give is I think what's his name? I think his name is Slavoj Žižek.
Okay.
He's a psychologist,
Mhm.
and he was talking about. I think I've mentioned this actually here before about the movie Jaws. I'm pretty sure it was him. He was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
And how every group can attach their own idea onto
yeah.
the movie, and like obviously
Mm.
the black community would say that that's the white man. You know, the feminist movement at the time would say that's the man.
Mm.
Every group can attach their meaning. That's what art should do.
But
Right.
even with that, like I'm at work. We actually spoke about this, but like even with Jaws, for example, this was at the time where there wasn't a movie trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually the poster.
Yeah.
Mm.
You make whatever you want
Yeah.
of it, and you come and watch it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I thought that was very neutral because it just gave you like a
A
perspective.
room
of-
to come in, and then
So,
I think that's what art should do.
But in today's day and age, I don't know if that realistically can happen because
Nah,
we're
not
so
anymore.
like polarized
Not
at the
anymore,
moment.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
from times where if you don't have certain people that look a certain way, come from a certain background, lived experiences, or have certain identities, it will be called out as like an issue because that's like where we're at the moment.
I hear you,
So yeah, I think
but there is a fear that's attached to that though, and I think
Mm.
that's what's hindering the arts in general, is the fact that people are trying to politicize before it even gets politicized.
Right.
So you're already thinking about who's this going to offend, how it's going to make people feel, all
rather,
this kind
rather
of
than just speaking your mind.
exactly. So what happens is that you've already put so many labels on it because you're trying to clean up whatever it is, whatever thought, whatever idea, whatever it is. So when it does go out, there's no room because you want to define it before it goes out. And that's the problem with like art. That's what I'm saying. Like art shouldn't be defined wholly anyway. It shouldn't be defined wholly by the artist. There should be room for that conversation, that dialogue with the public. And that's the thing. A lot of artists don't give room for that. So you put out a project and it's like, this is specifically for this particular person. If you're not from this group, you don't understand. You don't get us. And then what I'm saying is that ends up hindering art because it doesn't transcend time. It doesn't transcend. And I think maybe, okay, a silly example is fonts, typefaces. They can live forever because they're so, in some essence, neutral to some very high degree. And I think that's the beauty of art, is that it can live in that neutral space. And a black person can go to the Sistine Chapel and go and look at the art, or go and see Mona Lisa, and they can still appreciate that it's an art piece. They don't have to say, "Oh, there's an art piece. Why is it a white woman?" Or it should have been a gay man. Or this and that.
But if you think about the world that we live in,
today's day and age,
in
though.
today's day and age, why the hell is Jesus white when we know he's not a white man?
No, and I'm saying like, but that's not
Exactly.
that's not art. Jesus is not art. Mona Lisa is art. Jesus is an idea of a person.
but
Sistine
the art that
Chapel,
they- yeah.
it is.
It's a white
People are
Jesus.
commissioned.
Well, so people are actually sitting down there thinking like, oh yeah, why is there a white man? He should be a black man.
yeah, 100%.
But again,
Like,
I'm
went
not
to
complaining about that. to
National
be fair.
Gallery, for example.
Yeah.
And I literally walked into the room and I saw white art.
No,
I get it. We're living in England.
we live in that time.
We get it.
Yeah, but like I'm not gonna lie. When I went to the National Portrait Gallery for
Yeah.
the Kende Wiley show,
Same,
I went straight there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. After experiencing that, I left and I was like, I really don't care about anything else here.
Right.
And I know they had like a really famous, I can't remember the name of like.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like the main one that was there. at the time.
Yeah. I want to say it's like a 4-word thingy.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But like I was just there like
Yeah.
I really don't give a damn. Like I'm happy with what I
Yeah,
came to see.
but that's you going in with your own political views,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's the exact example.
But again,
But what I'm trying to say is that like it still allows people to
Mm.
come into the gallery
yeah.
and choose what they want to see because that's what art does.
But I'm saying like in this day and age, I don't know if that's too idealistic because there's so much like there's
Everything
a lot of
is-
layers to
No, of
stuff
course,
already.
of course,
So
I
like
get it.
I don't know how we would get to a point where when I was saying like an equitable society, the reason I was saying that is because
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many accommodations that will have to be made in order for us to get to a point where we can like almost be colorblind or like not even have to consider certain things and just appreciate the work for what it is. But then, yeah, just because of the way things are, I don't know like how that could be. It happens sometimes.
But I'm not saying like we have to pretend that those biases or feelings of don't exist. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying after all that, the feelings of like, okay, maybe why is this person this and why is this that? Why are there so many art pieces of white women or white babies or whatever random thing is in the gallery? I'm not saying that looking in there you're not gonna feel strange and feel like you don't belong or like you're not wanted in that space. But I'm saying that it should. Art should give that conversation.
We should just take it for what it is.
Yeah. And I think sometimes art is.
But it is no. I do hear that. I think there's times when I do look at art like that. I don't really care what color they are. I actually just want to see the emotions of what's actually happening.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
But yeah, I can't lie. I've got to be in a certain mood for that though.
Yeah.
No, of course.
I can't come out after listening to a Kendrick album and I go in there.
We was kings, and then you're
Yeah.
like, see, you can't do
Do you know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on your day as well.
So what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, yeah.
and I feel like maybe if art gets to the point of like this is what I'm saying. Like,
So
I don't want to put
you're
that
saying
pressure
we,
on.
We basically have to do our bit.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Artists are getting. I don't want to say lazy.
Like-
That's not fair.
No, they're not.
But I feel like we're catering to the audience too much.
I
that
no,
it waters
I
down,
kid you not. I
like,
agree with you
know what I'm
100%
saying?
on that.
and that's
Yeah.
my concern. It's like
Mhm.
I can't lie. A lot of people went to the Kehinde Wiley exhibition.
Yeah.
I remember even speaking because I went with the missus and we got there and I was like, it's so strange. I don't think I've seen black people smile like this
Right.
before. And not only the people
It
in
was
there,
it was
but
almost
also-
it was almost creepy.
and also the people, the people on the screen. It was
Oh,
so
no,
strange.
when it was happening for like it was it was a very
I
long
felt,
time.
I
there.
felt
You know what I'm saying?
uncomfortable. I felt
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
So we're
I felt uncomfortable.
context. For everyone listening, we're
Yeah.
talking about the film that was exhibited with the exhibition, like
Yeah,
with
the
the
Kane- yeah.
portraits and stuff.
Yep.
There was a clip. So he got like random strangers and he just took them to the mountains in one random country to like film. But yeah, they were smiling for minutes.
Very, very.
Oh
long time.
yeah, a very long time.
Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm exaggerating, probably 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no,
was
no,
very
no. It was very long.
But that's what I'm
I liked
saying.
it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, okay, when I say that, I mean, like you said, like I've never seen that
It made you.
before.
Yeah, I've never seen that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
It didn't
like,
go oh,
for that long.
But like, you know, the funny thing, yeah, and this is one thing that was very interesting about that exhibition, especially that video, was that I was there, and like you were saying, it felt like 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
For the first 2 minutes, I was like, "Wow, what's this political message?"
Yeah.
And after 3 minutes, I was like,
But it actually it brought that down.
This
Actually,
guy's trolling us. What's going on? And after a while, I was like,
you're thinking about
Oh.
that. Yeah.
no, but that's
and then you start to listen to the poetry, and it
Yeah.
starts like, okay, I see where. Okay, maybe not.
no,
Because your agendas go
but-
down.
But
Imagine a racist man that's going into that place.
no, but it was a
throws
bit,
you off.
but the message was political. That like, because
No, it was.
I
It
know
was.
like he
Yeah.
talks about how like he uses like the environment to like as an abstract way of illustrating like identity and like race. Like it's a white place and like
Yeah.
with ice and like snow and stuff, and then we got black people there and that kind of thing. And also it's close to the water, so a lot of things to do with like slavery.
See
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
That's.
It's proper like but like
Oh.
but that's art though. At the same time, it's like we attach our meanings to things, but the artist also has their meanings. But then it's like
But
the
it-
weird middle ground that we
yeah.
get to.
Yeah.
from
No,
both
yeah. But sometimes
sides.
it feels like in English lit.
I think.
Oh no,
The sky is blue.
I think
100%,
to
100%.
find middle ground, you have to just realize that art is a picture of society. So, I think what has challenged me as a creative is just to look at a range of art and take a conclusion from all of that. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay, to give you
But
like, but
A bit
that-
like
but-
a more holistic picture, because
Okay.
I think what happens is that you look for what you want to see
Yeah, and then it
rather
stops
than
there.
yeah.
which is
That's
I
what
I
scares me.
agree, but this is where I always come back to the thing of like, so how can one like expect to just look at the art for the sake of the art when, for example, with
The
that
art already has like.
there's context that
No,
you have to
you're
look
right.
at it through.
And I'm saying,
Like,
yeah, you're definitely
people
right.
can look at a painting of like a white wall.
Yeah.
And for some people that's English lit, but there might actually be like some
Why is that wall so
context.
white?
Yeah, no, there might be some
It's-
context
it's-
like
it's-
attached
It's a reflection of a
to
society.
it. Like I can just have a picture of a painting of a white wall and it's not gonna sell for £1, but that other person can have a painting of a white wall and for some reason it will sell
Isn't that
for like
insane?
20 million.
Isn't that
But like
insane?
the context
That
is
is
everything. The same way like Basquiat, if we're keeping it real,
Don't do
if
that.
no, this might be very controversial, but
Woo,
like
buddy.
no, but like if your 6-year-old cousin came to
They
you,
can't do what Basquiat does.
Jesus.
I'm
If
sorry.
Hasbulla painted
Sorry.
something, oh,
sorry,
You're rude.
sorry. All I'm gonna say is, it's gonna sound really rude.
I'm sorry, Michael. There's no 6-year-old can do
It's
what
going
Basquiat
to
does.
sound rude. The dinosaurs, for example,
Mhm.
someone could draw that.
Oh no, someone could draw
Yeah.
that. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a particular technique
Mm-hmm.
that, and I think that's the thing about people like Basquiat and stuff.
Mm.
Here, it's
No, Basquiat's cold, man.
Fam,
My
so I'm saying
goodness.
like it's different because I know a lot of people say I can do that.
No,
same
but-
same
no,
with
but-
design.
yeah, but
And
that's
I'll be
what-
like, oh yeah, just put text over
Yeah,
the
no,
design.
you're right,
But,
yeah,
but,
you
but
can't-
what I'm
you
saying
can't.
again, there's context.
No, I don't even think about context.
No,
it's about skill.
Skill, yeah.
And that's the difference.
Mm.
Because context, yeah, like everyone can, but most of Basquiat's works are not understood till now.
Mm.
All we know is that it has something to do with his childhood and da 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 da.
Mhm.
But most people don't understand it. But you understand the skill because it's like it looks like organized chaos.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty. I feel like that kind of art, yeah, it's almost like universally. I would not even appreciate it per se, but it's universally seen as okay. That's strange,
Mm.
and that's where we all start from, and then we can decide to say, okay, that's strange, but I can do it,
But
or
is
that's
it-
strange, and I appreciate.
Is that
it.
because we've all collectively decided that it's strange?
I don't think it's a.
Or
It is what it is.
or because we've been told that this is a thing, or because that's genuinely how we feel. Because that's sometimes I look at certain things, or I think like everyone says it's amazing. Like the Mona Lisa, for example.
Yeah.
We all like see this image like as this crazy, incredible, whatever.
Mm.
But if you actually look at the history of the Mona Lisa, the only reason like why it's like very famous is because it got stolen in the past,
Mhm.
and there was like a whole like
So now
big
there's this
deal
huge
about
thing
it and stuff, and then it got found and it got brought back to the Louvre, and then everybody like
You see, art is like crypto.
You're so rude. Well, to the moon.
No, because it is true. Because
Well, people give it value,
people give it value.
we do. And
No, yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
It's crypto.
Mm.
but again, I
It's
think
the first ever crypto.
you lot. I think nah, you lot read, but you're actually right though.
No,
yeah,
true.
yeah, you're right.
But like that's
But I'm not talking about the value of the art. I'm talking about I'm talking more so about the impact of it. Because
Mm.
the value of it in terms of like, it being stolen and it being so rare and this, that can be determined by anybody and switched by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But there are artists now who might be underground. But when you see the art, you're like, wow, that makes me feel
yeah.
something.
No, I agree.
And it's not about, this is a $3 million
no, I
painting.
agree.
or
I agree.
Same way you can look at Basquiat and think, I can do that.
No,
And
but
it
like,
might be
no,
mad
okay,
expensive.
I'm not saying that I think that way.
Okay, you're
But I'm
6-year-old.
just-
Hope not.
I'm
hope
just
not.
saying like,
Gotta celebrate our kings.
oh my gosh,
Oh.
it's calm.
No, but like
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though. I do get what you're saying that sometimes the art can feel like the context that the artist gives it can carry over so strong
Yeah.
that it's almost impossible for you to have your own idea. And I totally understand. But I'm saying like in an ideal world, we would look at, and I think maybe this is why I am probably saying it just because I think
Exactly.
and I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing, but that's my own bias.
Right.
I just feel like I want to be able to look at like Ben was saying, a
Mhm.
very holistic approach to
Mhm.
everything. I want to be able to look at work and be like, I really hate this. Because I think it trains or helps us think for ourselves to the point where we can be able to be objective about things and be like, okay, this is good because I like it,
Mm.
Yeah.
not because everyone else is saying that it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And I think that's the difference. Right now, we're in a space where everyone agrees because everyone agrees. There's no room for people to be like, let me actually, like, people will go and look at reviews before they try something.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people will be like, let me just try something and
Yeah.
figure it out for
But
myself.
sometimes having that added context helps you to appreciate certain things. I think both sides are still like, okay.
Do you watch reviews before or after movie?
No, always after.
There's some people who watch it before.
I would never watch it before.
But you see what I'm saying? But
No,
the people who do that.
I get what you mean, but like, I'm not saying it's wrong. I personally wouldn't do it, but like, I'm not saying it's wrong. But sometimes added context might be important for you to fully like appreciate certain things. Like, for example, Rihanna's work. News papers were saying, sis is talking gibberish, and for certain people, like, no, she's not talking gibberish. Like,
on what?
Work. You know when she's like, when you're going like me not care for matter and all that stuff. Yeah. Like people are saying no, she's talking gibberish. Which is wild. But like obviously when some people have like that the context of she's not. Yeah. Then it's like, okay, I can actually like I think sometimes that is needed.
Thanks guys for tuning in to today's episode of Rule of Thirds. Feel free to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdspod. And for more from us, follow us on Instagram at RuleOfThirdspod, or our personal accounts for myself, Burns JNR,
Mike at _ man like Mike,
and Jude at Kente Kwame.
Catch you guys in the next one.